Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be walking you through my second bullet journal for 2019. I'm going to do a full flip through of my last bullet journal so you can see my improvements and what I did in the last 4 months. I already did a flip through of my first bullet journal for 2019. I'm going to link it in the card in the description down below if you haven't watched it already. In this video, I'm going to show you the flip through of my second bullet journal for 2019 that I used from September to December. But before I get into today's video, we have to talk about our sponsor, 𝚒𝚒𝚗𝚜 Eyewear. They kindly sent me this pair of glasses for me to wear and to try. I went for something that I would never wear in the past, but because one of my resolutions for 2020 is to get out of my comfort zone, I saw here a good opportunity to try something that I never tried before. I chose these light blue glasses and they have the blue filter on them, which is awesome for someone who's on the computer pretty much every day for like 8 hours straight. These glasses are a little bit bigger than my old ones, but they suit me very well. I really like them. I ordered them online, and obviously when you order something online, it's a shot in the dark because you never know how they're going to fit your face. And I was kind of scary because I thought that they were not going to fit me, but I had the opportunity and I grabbed it, and I'm really happy that I chose something different. I really like them. I just need to get used to them a little bit because they are different. They come inside this little cute case that it feels really soft and it's really high quality, and it has a magnet so it stays in shape. And they also sent me this cute pair of sunglasses. I really like these ones. They are more squared-ish, and I never wore like square sunglasses, but I really like these ones because they are really pretty. So if you want to know more about 𝚒𝚒𝚗𝚜 Eyewear, I'm going to link their website down below. They have a huge variety of glasses and they feel really good quality. They are amazing. I'm really happy that I had this opportunity to work with them, so thank you so much. With that being said, let's start with the flip through. Alright, so this is the notebook that I used for the last 4 months of 2019. This is the Moleskine A5 sketchbook with plain pages, with 104 pages I believe and 160 GSMs. This notebook was my first time doing bullet journal in a plain notebook. I'm glad that I tested out, and I'm also glad that it only lasts me for 4 months because it's really hard to do bullet journal in a plain notebook, but I'm really glad I tried that. And now I'm going to show you everything that I did on it. The very first thing that we have here is my key. I kept it pretty much the same, and if you watched my 2020 bullet journal setup, you know that I only changed a couple of things. I ended up not using my mindsets page in the last 4 months because now I have a vision board, and what I want to keep as like quotes I have on my vision board, but this is good to just look at this page, look at the quotes and feel inspired, but I didn't really use it, so it was good to have it, but I didn't use it at all. Next, I have my future log, and this future log was one of the best future logs that I did so far. I really enjoyed only having the calendar and the names of the months and a lot of white space to write everything that was going to happen this year. I did a full year on my future log, even though I only used for these 4 months, but I really liked to have like only the calendars and only the names. Really minimal. It is what works for me. And here I have my accomplishments page. This is for me to write everything that I accomplished in the last 4 months. It's not up to date, but I have here my first sponsorship, my giveaway with Arteza. If you don't follow me on Instagram, you missed my giveaway. And that I read 10 books this year, which was my goal for 2019. Next, I have my lists. Here I have my goals, my milestones, my wish list, and books to read list. And on the right side, I have my bucket list. I'm not a bucket list person, and for 2020, I ended up changing these lists, but everything that I need, it's in here, and I really enjoyed to have these lists. I don't need a full page for my lists, so having like just a quarter of the page for the lists was amazing, but I ended up giving them a little bit more of space so I can write more things and accomplish more things throughout the year. And then I have my quote page for starting the year off right, and then we have September. September was one of the favorite themes that I did in this notebook. It was really simple. I was having a 9 to 6 job at this time, and it was just the perfect spreads and layouts to do for that time of my life. I did this really cool vertical calendar that I never did before, and it was really exciting to just change the layouts a little bit. I had these individual trackers that I really enjoyed with the calendars. I did for the first time a sleep log, and I really enjoyed having my hours of sleep, but now I have mixed feelings about a sleep log, but I really enjoy it. My expenses and brain dump and summary. I ended up changing this part because I don't like to have a huge space where I only write at the end of the month. I ended up changing this, but it worked well because now I can read everything that I did and that happened on that month. Then I have my weeks. This is one of my favorite weekly spreads. It's just easier to set up, easy to write things down. If you are busy, this is the best weekly spread that I would recommend. And I don't change my weekly spreads throughout the month because I just like to be consistent with my layouts. And start with October. October was basically a copy, slightly different from September because I didn't have time to do anything for October, so I just see what worked for me in September and I changed the things that didn't work out for me for October. That was basically it. I didn't do any doodles, I just throw in some washi tape, and that was pretty much what I did. I didn't had a lot of time, and it's good to go back to the basics and see that you didn't had a lot of time, so you did this. I did this huge calendar and it needed to be a little bit bigger, so I changed the calendar for the other months. But my pages November, I went super overboard with the theme and I just didn't enjoy it as much because the theme was pretty, but it was really hard to set up, so I ended up changing the things as the weeks went by, and it's just another reminder that as pretty as it is, it's really hard to do and it's not worth it. I did this calendar that I really hated, and it's probably because I don't have lines to make the things a little bit more organized. So I'm definitely going to try this calendar further on in 2020, but with the lines on my 𝚒𝚑𝚑𝚗𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚘𝚗 are going to be way better. I think that it was a good concept, but because I don't have lines, it was too messy and I didn't like it. But yeah, it's something to try in the future in 2020. Then I have the insane idea of doing habit trackers with a grid, but in a plain paper. This was a headache for me to do. It was really hard and I just didn't like it. I was really mad about it. But yeah, I just wanted to change and not use the calendar stamps for my habit tracker. So I did this, but I kind of regret a little bit. Then I did my very first really good layout sleep log. I absolutely love this sleep log. If you're wondering what the colors mean, the light gray is my sleep and from what hours to what hours, and my dark gray is my work hours. So I can see what days I worked and my work schedule basically, and I can see like how my sleep is different with the different work schedules. But I really enjoyed this layout. It's something that I want to do more in the future. And I basically did this layout because I don't have lines in here, so it was really hard to make the straight lines on the other sleep logs, but this one worked really well for me. Okay, so this is my first week. I tried a rolling week. I'm going to link down below the video from Plant-Based Bride where she talks about the rolling week. I think that also the thing that didn't work with the rolling week is that I don't have lines, so it's kind of messy to see the things that I did throughout the month. But I really want to try this layout someday in the future in 2020. It's live and learn and try different things, and this was the weekly spread that I did on camera. That's why it's the prettiest, because the other ones I kind of gave up. On this one I didn't do any drawings. I did a quote because I planned on taking a picture and post it on Instagram, but it ended up not happening. I was really busy and I was like, okay, forget it. Here I also did a quote, but not any constellations. It's pretty much all the same. And then we start with December, and with that it's the last month in this notebook. December was my favorite month in this bullet journal. I really enjoyed just doing like collages using the foam memo printer that they sent me and the washi tape, and using the artisan markers to just do these little borders to give some shape to the page. I'm going to link all of these setups in the description down below if you want to watch them. It's just this theme was amazing. I really like this calendar. I like the pictures. It was with a lot of pictures, but they didn't look too much on the page, which is the perfect like vibe that I like to have on my bullet journal. It's like you have decoration but not too much, and you have simple pages but not too simple. I really like those things, and I think that this month was just amazing. My trackers and expense trackers just are the same every month because they really work well for me. Then we have my sleep log. I actually have to update this as well, but I'm going to update on a further video that is coming in January. I really enjoyed doing all of these pages. I tried something different with my tasks and goals and my 2020 just like brain dump. I still have to write things in here to migrate to my 2020 bullet journal, but I really enjoyed this. This is another weekly spread that I really like to do, just a cross and 4 spaces for my notes and the days of the week. It's just simple to do and it works really well. I really like this layout. This weekly spread and my other weekly spread for September are my favorites. And these weekly spreads are not hard to do because you basically just do a cross, you write the names at the top and at the bottom, and you put some decoration in the middle. 5 minutes you can do this. I really enjoyed this weekly spread and it's a must-have in my bullet journal for busy months. So yeah, that is all I have for my flip through. This is the last page on my bullet journal. I didn't have enough pages to do a month in here, so I just closed this chapter at the end of the year, and I started a new one for 2020. So this is everything on my bullet journal. Alright, so that is all for my flip through of my last bullet journal for 2019. If you haven't checked out my first flip through of my first bullet journal of 2019, I'm going to link it in the description. Don't forget to check out 𝚑𝚑𝚗𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚗𝚘𝚗𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑𝚑 experiment with other colors and shapes of glasses. Thank you so much for watching this video. Subscribe to my channel and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.